Hey guys, how you doing? It's Lon from the ECOM zone, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to set up your first Black Friday testing campaign. Now if you don't know who I am, I've been dropshipping for 4 years now and I've generated over £4 million from my dropshipping store. I've been running it for 4 years and it is the first dropshipping store that I've ever started. I've also spent over £1 million on Facebook ads, and this is how I run my ads. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to your ads manager. Now you want to stick around to the end of this video because I'm actually going to go through these column metrics that you're going to need to analyze your ads. Because if you don't have these metrics, you'll just feel very lost when analyzing your ads. Let's actually create your ad first. So we're going to click the create button here and then go to sales campaign. Now you may wonder, why aren't we running ads for engagement, traffic awareness? Now if you have a lot of money, then sure, run those ads. But because we're dropshippers and we want sales instantly, then we want to run sales campaign. Now we have two options here. You can either set up an Advantage Plus shopping campaign or manual sales campaign. And I always go with manual sales campaign when it comes to testing. When it comes to scaling, then you can look at using this top one here. But when it comes to testing, you want to use the manual sales campaign. So click that and click continue. Now that we're here, we're going to name this campaign top of the funnel, and then it'll be your subcategory. So let's just say we got a jewelry store, right? And we're advertising necklaces. So this one's going to be necklaces, and I'm going to call it testing in brackets ABO. And so that's our campaign name, top of the funnel, necklaces, testing ABO. But then I'm going to go down, and as you can see here, Advantage Plus catalog ads. Now if you don't have this set up, you want to create a catalog, or we're just going to use our own ad creatives to advertise our products. We're also going to leave this Advantage campaign budget off, so turning it on will become a CBO campaign. Turning this off will become an ABO campaign. So CBO campaign, ABO. And what a CBO campaign does is you set the budget at campaign level. So for example, this one here, let's just say you want to set it for £50. So what this does is Facebook will distribute £50 in spend across your ad sets. So let's just say you have 5 ad sets at £50. Now Facebook won't distribute this evenly across the 5 ad sets, which is a very unfair test when it comes to testing. And this is why we have it off, so that we can set the budget by ourselves at the ad set level. So this is actually all finished now. I'm going to click the next button down here. And this will take us to the ad set level here, as you can see. So this is campaign, this is ad set. This ad set here, we're just going to call it interest stack 1. And then we're going to just put top 5. So interest stack 1, top 5. And basically this is saying, okay, we're going to stack the interest, and top 5 are basically the countries we're going to advertise to, which is US, UK, Canada, Australia and Germany. Now if your suppliers don't ship to those countries, then I won't include them, and let's just say it will be top 3 then, right? We also want to put 2411. So 2411 stands for 2024 11th month of the year. So this is 2024 November, and that's when the ad set was created. We want to go down performance goal, make sure it's number of conversions. You also want to make sure your pixel is connected. If you don't know how to do that, then you can just Google it and learn it, because I don't actually have a video on how to create a pixel and connect it, because they're always constantly changing, and I did this 4 years ago. So dynamic creative, we keep this off for now. And the budget for this ad set, we're going to set it to £5. And some people ask me, what budget should I set this at? And it all depends on how much you can afford to advertise. You need to make sure you check your cash flow and your budget and your capital. So let's do £5. I'm going to dupe this ad set 4 times. So that means you're going to have 5 ad sets at £5 a day, which is £25 a day. We're going to put the start date to tomorrow. And sometimes you may have to put 12:00 AM, but for me it's 00:00. And this basically means these ads will start the next day at 12 a.m. Leave these ticked off. And the locations here, we're going to add United States, Australia, Canada, Germany, and there are a bunch of other countries that you can advertise to, like France, we've got Italy, we've got Portugal, Spain, Netherlands, Denmark is a good country, New Zealand. So there's a few other countries that you could test out, but I wouldn't really test out countries like in Asia, South Africa, India, South America. We'll just leave it as top 5. Then we're going to scroll down. I'm going to click this button, audience suggestion optional. So I know a lot of YouTube gurus tell you to leave your targeting as broad. However, when you're first starting out, it's always good to add some sort of interest so that you help Facebook and the algorithm. For example, if you're selling dog products, I wouldn't go full broad because not everyone has a dog. So let's just say you're selling dog products, you'll find stuff like dog breeds, dog care, and I wouldn't just type in dog and click dog's animal, because the problem with that interest is that people are interested in dogs, but they may not have a dog. So you want to go to interests like dog grooming, where it has a biggest audience size. You see these audience sizes are very low, 1,800. So we've got dog breeds, Snoop Dogg, dog training. So dog training is quite good, right? Because people who are looking at dog training or interested in dog training should really have a dog, right? So that's a good interest for those advertising dog products. But for me, because we're advertising necklaces, what I want to do is maybe type in necklace, see what that comes up with, and that works for me. So I want to go here now and show estimated audience size. And as we can see, it's 45 million to 52 million within these countries under necklace. Now you want to aim for 20 million or above. Let's just say necklace was only 5 million, right? That means I'm going to have to add another interest, and that becomes an interest stack ad set. But because this is 45 million, I'm going to go back up and change this name to necklace, because this is the interest that we're targeting. And then just go down, add your beneficiary, and leave this as Advantage Plus placements, and that's it for ad set level. Now we're going to head over to the ad level. So the ad level, I usually click this and not the next button. So you click this. So what we're going to name this ad is necklaces dynamic image v1. So in this ad, we're going to create an image ad for your necklaces. And then we've got manual upload, flexible, single image, carousel, collection. We're going to go with flexible here. Go with flexible and then go down, add media. So you want to add your images now. So let me see if I actually have any. I'm not too sure if I do. Add images. Okay, so we got these 4 images from another company called Priya. And because this is just a demo campaign, I'm not actually going to run these ads. You really want to find your images on either AliExpress or your competitor sites, or you take them yourself. So we're just going to click continue. And there we go. We got a flexible ad with 4 images. So what we're going to do is add a primary text. Now, because it's Black Friday, what we want to do is get straight to the point. We want to do emoji up to 50% off Black Friday sale. Hyphen there. Put that emoji at the end. So that's the first line. And what we're going to do is add gift the perfect jewelry to your loved ones this Christmas. Free worldwide track shipping available. Now, if you don't know what to write in this primary text, what I suggest you do is go to Ad Library and look at what your competitors are writing. So I actually have a few saved in my bookmarks, so let's head over there. So one company that I like to look at, especially for like gifting or jewelry, is Shop Fabulove. They have 940 ads running that's active. Like, that is insane. They are making a killing. And you can see they have a bunch of videos, right? So many different videos. Each one is a different video. And the ad copy is kind of similar, right? Imagine her reaction. Imagine her reaction. Imagine her reaction. If you go further down, imagine her reaction. So this ad copy here is clearly working for them, right? Because they're literally using it in all their ads. So it's always good to just maybe copy this, go over, maybe add a text option here, paste it in, and of course you're just gonna have to adjust this, right? Can't copy it exactly, right? So imagine a reaction, surprise her this Black Friday with a real preserved row that lasts forever, with the perfect necklace. Then we just leave something like this. Over 10,000 5-star reviews. Of course, you don't have that unless you've imported a lot of reviews. So let's just say over 1,000 5-star reviews and thousands of necklace surprises delivered. Click shop now for a special 50% off Black Friday deal. So we'll leave that as 2 options. And headline here, we want to see what headline they're using. So again, we're going to go over. They got 5-star rated 5 out of 5, which is very, very basic. This one here, Black Friday, 50% discount. So what we can do is up to 50% off Black Friday sale. Up to 50% off everything. And then description, free worldwide shipping. And that's good. Then destination. So this destination is going to just be your collection page for necklaces. So for example, mine would be www.chloemonroe.com/collections/necklaces. Of course, I don't have a live website, that's why I'm typing it in, but you'll copy and paste your website link in here. And then change the call to action button to shop now. And disadvantage plus creative optimization is something new. I've never actually seen it before. So we can either take it off or on. The thing with Facebook this year is they're making so many changes to their platform. Like, I don't even know what is new and old anymore. Like what is what? And they keep changing everything to become Advantage Plus. So whenever you see like Advantage Plus, that's basically the new AI features that are adding to their platform. And it screws with our data and our performance. So we've got that. Website events, you want to tick. Now, right here, I don't have it because our pixel's not connected, but you do want to add your website events. And so that is one of our ads, and we're actually going to change this to a flex image. Then duplicate this. So we're going to duplicate this over here, and then call this V2. And what you can do is test different images, or you could test a carousel ad here. So you click carousel, and then you're going to add the image cards. So you're going to add the headline, description, and the website URL. Usually the headline, I just use the product name. Of course, you're not going to write product name, but you're going to put your product name there. Then this one can be like up to 50% off. And then, of course, that's your product URL. And I suggest using at least 7 products, so 7 cards, and the maximum is 10. And then primary text, you can simply just copy from before and paste it in here. So copy this, put in that primary text, and this one, look at it, it's got Advantage Plus creative text generation now. So before it didn't have it, but now it does. So what we're going to do is actually apply all text variations, because this is actually very useful, and I've seen it work many times with my ads. So you're just going to tick that, and it will basically show your customers different text variations. And sometimes they actually work really well, and they give me better ROAS than the one that I put in here. Then we're going to need change this to shop now. And of course, you're gonna add your website URL here. And that is done with this one. And of course, we're gonna have to change the name now. So this one is necklaces carousel V1. We're gonna now duplicate your ad set. So go back to this one here. Click this 3 dots, duplicate. I'm gonna duplicate this by 4. Duplicate, and as you can see, we've got 4 copies now. And now you're gonna go to each one and change the interest. So we're gonna go down, change the interest. So what's their suggestions? They got earrings, bracelet. So let's just do bracelet. I know we're advertising necklaces, but it doesn't hurt to advertise it to bracelets. Now I just deleted the wrong one. What you can do is copy that, go up, paste that in, and then head over to the next ad set. Let's change the interest to rings, because you never know, people who are interested in rings might buy a necklace. So this one, change the next one, and maybe this one we could do it as gifting, gift social concept. Go back up, there we go. And the last one, what we can do is actually target something completely different, like dresses, right? The thing is, you really want to start thinking more deeply into your demographics in terms of what they wear, where they shop, what they eat, what they watch. Literally, like, understand their whole life. Just because you're advertising necklaces, don't mean you just target jewelry. You could target anything related to your demographics. So I know that girls are going to wear dresses, so they're going to be interested in dresses. Check the audience size, 83 million, so that's good. So these estimated daily results in the corner are usually wrong, and you can just ignore it. So copy this, go back up. There we go. And so we have 5 ad sets now at £5 a day, testing different interests. And then at the same time, you're testing a carousel ad versus a flex image ad. Now, if you want to test a video ad, what I would suggest you do is not add it into the same ad set as an image and carousel. You actually need it in a separate ad set. The reason for this is because your video ad will probably take up all the budget, because Facebook just likes spending more on the videos. So what you want to do is duplicate this one, and we're just going to put vid in brackets, and we're going to change the ads to a video ad. And you can have 2 ads in there that are videos, and then they're just basically A/B testing each other. And then you could test more, so you could duplicate this again. And that there is how you set up your first campaign. Now, you can actually experiment more. So let's just say after 2 days, these are just terrible ads. Your cost per click is $2 or $1 or more. Then you need to switch them off and then create new ad sets in this campaign with new ads. You don't need to go back to campaign level and start duplicating the campaign and starting fresh and deleting and all that stuff. You literally test all your necklace ads in this ABO. And this is for your Black Friday offer. Now, of course, if you're not going to create ads for Black Friday, then you can create a new campaign. So we actually should name this Black Friday as well, just so that we know this campaign is for Black Friday. So that there is how you set up your first campaign. You hit review and publish, and there it goes. Now with the tables and columns, these are the right metrics that you need. Now as default, you'll probably be set to performance here, right? But you want to customize columns down here, and you'll be taken to a screen like this, and you're going to delete all of these, and then you're going to search for them one by one and add them in. So those 3, and then save as column preset, the ECOM zone, and then apply. So the correct metrics you want look exactly like this. You got delivery, impressions, CPM, CTR, cost per click, add to carts, checkout initiated, purchases, cost per result, budget, amount spent, results, purchase reverse, purchase conversion value. Then we got frequency and then some video metrics. Now, if you're not running video ads, then you don't need these video metrics. However, if you are running video ads, then I do recommend you have these metrics. So these are it here. And you have noticed on the right hand side here, I've actually unticked these boxes. So on your end, you'll probably have more boxes than just this one. And you want to untick them all because they're pretty much useless. You just need the add to cart metric selected. And then you only have one column for add to carts, one column for checkout initiated, and one for purchases. And so that's it, guys. That is how you set up your first Black Friday campaign. If you haven't set up your first testing campaign already, then you need to hurry up because Black Friday is like around the corner and you need this campaign like launched ASAP. So thank you for watching, guys. If you found this video valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. Peace.